Hey there, my name is Nathan, and I have challenged myself to make 90 videos for every single day, well, 90 videos, 90 days, in order for me to reflect back on, old ideas that I have, but then also to share these ideas on a platform that I think is quite good at allowing people to get their fair share of views in the internet. My first question I would like to pose is, what does success mean to you? Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nathan. At the moment, I work for Decathlon UK as a operational manager, specifically in the Brighton branch. And I'm 20, and I briefly studied a master's in pharmacy. Uh, with this, I would say that in my retail career, which has been around 2 years or so, I've been fairly successful in my journey, and I think I'd like to reflect back on that and then also share it as well. So, what does success mean to you? First, we need to define success. If success is the result of specific or semi-specific actions, success, well, it usually requires actions to be a repetition of scenarios under a certain amount of time in order to create these positive or concrete results that you can then use as a block of success. An example of this is like a toddler learning, for example. A toddler learning to walk. A toddler learning to walk has to do three things. They have to first take action, they have to witness repetition, and then make their own losses as well. The action is, okay, them standing up, getting on their feet, then in order to walk. The second is repetition in watching other people walk, and then subsequently repetition and failing. But then there's the loss, which is falling back or on their asses every time they lose, or every time they can't stand up or walk successfully. So now, what does that, or how does that define what success is for me? Well, I think success comes in, it's three things, and it comes in two parts. The first success, or the first part of success, is the end result. It is the achievement, the result. That in itself is a success. It is a result, yes, the result, an end, but then is also a stimulus as well. Those are the three things, and the two parts are result, meaning the end, and then stimulus, meaning. I hope that makes sense. Uh, but yes, with this, I think it's very interesting. The question, what does success mean to me? Because I can describe it in two ways, either in a motive way or in an informatic way. I think I'd like to take the informatic way in the sense that success is, for success to be present or for you to find success, it's often through actions that you don't necessarily want to take. Meaning, not actions like, for example, you understand, okay, I want to be a boxer, so I get hit in the face a certain amount of times. Not in that sense. It's more so the fact that you choose a path, and then the through the enjoyment of the path, you can then understand what components of that journey you enjoyed the most, and then make that your new journey, if that makes sense. So, for example, in my case, my journey was studying to become a pharmacist. I thought that was what I was dead set on, and I really did love medicine. I loved pharmacy, and I had the grades to occupy it, and I felt confident in the fact that I could achieve a pretty good grade in pharmacy with corresponding effort. However, in my aim to get or to go into pharmacy, I had to embark on the journey of adulthood, which meant that you get a job. It means that you have financial difficulty, and it means that you need a certain amount of capital in order to live your life without any dependence on other people. What I enjoyed the most was the sector that I joined, which is retail. I didn't start my journey in pharmacy looking to become a manager at any sort of point in time. However, I feel like through that path that I took, it allowed by how to say it, by looking around whilst making that journey and not keeping my head dead set on the aim. Not as if I wasn't, I was, but not keeping my head dead set on the aim and also being aware of what I was enjoying. I was able to make a change in my lifestyle or in my aims, which allowed me to be more successful in something that I really do enjoy, and I really have a passion for it. I think with retail is very similar to what I want to do in medicine, which is help people. And in medicine or in pharmacy, one of the ways you help people is physically through medicine, through medication, but then also through advice, through counseling. Uh, Even though it's not the same in retail, there are certain aspects which you could say are the same. I guess if you're looking at luxury retail, for example, the physical aspect is you give people the confidence to wear a certain amount of clothes, or you give people the confidence to be able to uh, put together an outfit that they think is unique. And then, in the counseling bit, it's more of advising them on, in some scenarios, you find yourself advising either your colleagues, if you're, on the base level, or your employees, if you're on the manager level, about, okay, what is the best way of going about serving other people, or talking to your customer. You counsel them on what is the best choice for them in terms of products. I think these are all very unique things which I do enjoy, and I really do like the human part of being being a manager. Being able to make such an influence on people's lives is a blessing in itself, and I think that I think being able to switch paths in success on a journey is the success in that sense, which is the stimulus. The fact that, okay, um, now that I see what I enjoy, I want to do more of that. More of that meaning being more in retail, be that being the stimulus, the goal being in retail. It allows you to embark on a new journey and new journeys. I don't think success has come from just getting somewhere and then that's it. It's more so success is something that spurs you into constant adventure and journey. And if you can't achieve that, then what you have is, well, the latter of the success, which is the result in the end, which is fine. Because, like an experiment, you can have a successful experiment, it ends. You don't have to continue to do it. However, true success, in the term of, I guess, human life, is circular. It revolves around having a stimulus, almost like almost like Sisyphus, for example. Uh, Anyone who doesn't understand what success truly is will look at Sisyphus and think he's tortured beyond belief, and he can't find any sort of enjoyment from his journey. However, or if you are Sisyphus, for example, being on that journey and you have no end result, or you have no end to come to, and everything is constantly moving, it's a constant journey, you start to see the differences in very small, minute things. If you don't know about Sisyphus, by the way, Sisyphus is a man who was punished by gods for tricking them to move a rock up a slope which didn't have any end, and it would roll back down when you got to the very top. So it was basically like it really was like a circular structure which just went round and round and round and never stopped. It sounds like torture, but hear me out. It wasn't torture for him, and he found success in it, within it, because every change in, for example, the ground getting smoother from the ball rolling over it, or the ball getting smoother, his forearms getting stronger, maybe his speed increased. These are all minute successes which act as stimuluses to continue doing the task you're doing. He wasn't put there because he enjoyed it. He wasn't put there because it was voluntary. He was put there involuntarily, which is kind of how life is. And within that life, if you are burdened with a task, you just have to find what you enjoy the most about it, and then change your trajectory to do more of what you love within that journey, then causing you to go on another subset of a journey, which then will allow you to really find your true meaning. You may have to go through this a couple times in order to find something that is concentrated, with your interest. However, there is no such thing as shoot once and you get on target. You need to practice, go through it multiple times. I feel in certain situations, like myself, I'm quite lucky in order to have gotten it right the second time, or I guess the third time. There are multiple. Well, it's not the first time I've tried to find something within my life that was concrete, concrete evidence or a concrete goal that really motivated me to do it every day. I find myself as someone who is quite unreliable in the sense that I can't, if my mind isn't put to it, or if my mind isn't completely engulfed in this product or in this action, or if I don't find a love for something, I can find it very easy to just let it go. Whereas I also find myself quite persistent in the fact that if I do love something, or if I do like the action that I'm taking, I can spend every minute awake doing it, and I won't eat, I won't sleep, and when I do go to bed, I sleep a very short amount of time, then to get back onto the work that I'm doing. But yeah, if a sum up of this, what does success mean to me? Success is a stimulus that needs to be used in order to find the true journey that you want to go on. It's never about the end, but also always about the journey. You might have heard this before, but the man who loves walking will go further than the man who loves the destination. I think that's what I want to leave you guys with, and I look forward to coming back to this after 90 days. Thank you.